In this video, we are going to talk about one of my favorite stocks, Palantir. If you're a Palantirian, you know. And this is all from the explosiveness of the stock after announcing Demo Day. We are going to cover all of what Demo Day is going to entail. Also, we're going to talk about its potential catalysts, why it's exploding like it is, and what you might need to look out for, or the potential dips. Coming right up. Hi Railionaires, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Palantir's Demo Day, what to expect. But before we do that, please give a big like and subscribe to this channel if you found it at all helpful. And please let me know down in the comments if you are going to buy Palantir. Maybe not today, but during one of its potential dips. You'll see why I am very bullish on this stock and why one of the largest portfolio managers who I know and am very inspired by is as well. Now, before we talk about Demo Day, I did want to bring up Ark Invest's one of their updates. They had an update with their webinar yesterday, and they actually mentioned Palantir for a good 5 minutes. What they said was that it's unique because it will be a leader in SaaS for the government space. It will be a leader in the government space. No other company is doing that, and they found that that was a very unique niche that they will be the leaders of. They said that they expect it to have an $80 billion market cap for cloud software, and that the government sector of that will be 30%, and Palantir will have the majority of that stake. So I find that very reassuring, and that definitely makes me a lot more bullish on the stock. As you can see, after hours and during hours, it went up 25%, and I think more that it announced Demo Day was also because Ark is so bullish on this stock, even though it is a very small position. So let's talk about Demo Day. Palantir issues additional details regarding its inaugural Demo Day on January 26th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will definitely be doing that. Make sure to register early for it. Demo Day marks the first time Palantir is demoing the latest developments to its software platform, Foundry and Gotham, to the general public. If you haven't checked Foundry and Gotham out in their investor presentation, it's actually very mind-blowing, amazing technology. The demos will include examples of how Palantir's commercial and government customers, including manufacturers, defense agencies, and others, use its software. The event will also highlight Palantir's modular strategy, including the announcement and demonstration of new software modules such as SDDI, Software-Defined Data Integration, to integrate with dozens of ERP systems in days, low-code, no-code environments to deploy operational applications in hours, archetypes to start business use cases in a few clicks, AI-enabled mission command to support US and allied nations in planning and executing missions. Palantir will also discuss its latest developments on Apollo, the company's continuous delivery and infrastructure platform. Apollo ensures Foundry and Gotham can be used by customers in any environment. In Q4 of 2020, Apollo managed 150,000 plus upgrades per week across environments, up from 40,000 upgrades per week in Q2 2020. So advanced registration is required, and it is available at this link. I will put the link down below because this is a must-see. You must see this, and I'm very bullish on this just because I expect that Palantir will skyrocket during this. Now, that's not only always the case, as we've seen during Battery Day. We are not going to talk about that. But I believe for this one, the stock has been down so much because people have been so fearful over it, but this will be a good catalyst going forward for it. Basically, if you haven't heard of Palantir, it's a way to build software platforms for large institutions. whose work is essentially their way of life. These institutions must be able to function in times of stability as well as crisis and uncertainty. In order to do that, they need the software that they have, which is Gotham and Foundry, and newly Apollo. So I just wanted to give you a brief update about them. I am very bullish on this company. I think it's very undervalued still, even though a lot of analysts say it's overvalued. It recently had a contract with PG&E, which made the stock rise exponentially. By exponentially, I mean about 4%, but that's a lot for the stock. And as I said, today it rose 25% just because of Ark Invest. I'm sure, although I haven't looked yet, I'm sure that they have been investing a little bit more. So now let's go to a little bit more of the concerning parts and the dip that I anticipate. I anticipate this to be a very big dip. So the lockup expiration, as it's a recent stock on the NYSE, the limit will be lifted on the third trading day after Palantir's fourth quarter earnings report. They haven't given a date for the earnings report as of yet, but it will potentially be between February and March. Now, this means that investors that invested before the IPO or before the stock entered the public market will be able to sell 20% of their earnings. And since it has gone up so much, I anticipate a lot of selling. I'm not saying that everyone's going to sell, but I am saying that there's probably going to be a lot of pullback and a lot of selling. Having said that, in my personal opinion, I think that this is a great time to buy. I think it's a wonderful time to buy, especially if they have a good earnings report. And one of the catalysts that I am personally expecting, because this has been mentioned throughout the news, and this is what I love to find out, this is what I love to discover. So this is one of the good catalysts for them. Palantir Technologies announced today the Army down-selected it to deliver a prototype for the first phase. Now, this is why this is important, of the Army's ground station modernization. Why can't I say that word? In support of the Army's Tactical Intelligence Targeting Access Node Titan program. So basically, they have this huge government program. The contract value of this phase is $8.5 million. So they just got the contract for $8.5 million for phase one, with a potential contract of approximately $250 million over all 4 phases. So if they're successful in this, in the first phase, they will be able to do phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, which is essentially giving them $242 more million in a government secured contract, which is huge and should make the stock rise exponentially. So that's something to be on the lookout for. I think that's a great indicator of, it will be a great indicator of whether they're doing well or not. During the first phase of the effort, Palantir will collaborate with the Army to design and demonstrate the ground station prototype solution for the Army's Titan program. The Palantir solution will leverage space, high altitude, aerial, terrestrial sensors and data sources for use in intelligence and military targeting operations. I wonder if Ark X, I wonder if this will be in their portfolio. Palantir's products were built for just this purpose, said Doug Filippone, Palantir's global defense lead. Operators downrange need shortened targeting timelines when dealing with near-peer threats, and our existing programs create the perfect operating system to accelerate decision-making. This ground station modernization effort will field a globally distributed intelligence enterprise to meet the meet the challenge of joint all-domain operations against near-peer threats. The overall solution will incorporate data integration, fusion, processing, and analytic capabilities using AI and ML to automate and assist the Army in shortening sensor-to-shooter timeline. This system will provide a comprehensive deployable edge solution to counter global threats in challenging and austere environments to support intelligence and targeting. Now, as I said, I think that Ark Invest and a lot of insiders are buying Palantir, especially because of the military contracts and government contracts, and they are number one in this space. It's very tough to get a government contract, and they've been doing a very great job with this. This is one of my long-term plays because they have been a company for well over 20 years, and I really have a good feeling about the CEO. I think he's very hardworking, and I think he's doing a great job with future technology in terms of Gotham and Foundry, and just trying to make his technology smarter. So these are the two biggest catalysts that I see, one bad, one good. And based on your opinion, sometimes the bad one is just a dip, and that's good. I will be buying more when people sell it because I think this is a great long-term play for the next 5 years, and Ark seems to think so as well. So make sure to register in the link below for the demo day. I will definitely be listening to it and watching it, and I can't wait to see the new surprises that are coming up and be ready for a good catalyst when demo day is finished. The stock will probably go up a little bit more, so if you're a day trader, be on the lookout for that as well. As always, thank you so much for watching this. If you want to see any other stocks, comment below what other stocks you want me to discuss, because I have a lot of them that I would like to talk about that I don't think anybody else is talking about. So be sure to leave your ticker symbol or the stock that you would like me to discuss down below. Leave a like and a subscribe. I love every single one of you, and this whole channel is to make money while saving the world, and what better way to do that by defending our nation. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.